First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Green. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And we look now at the Lions offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the 2nd straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to float this one deep. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 41 yards. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down. Melvin, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
3-3. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our
Some
ball.
guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
So out now come the Lions. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
On 1st down, Bacon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On the defensive side of the ball, here are the starters for Detroit. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
On 2nd down, Bacon. And a short gain here down to the 22. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way.
And he is into the end zone for a count. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
On second down now, Melvin. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard.
91 is the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The open man is Shark. It's complete. So that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Go now. 70, Indy. Mike 91. Exit, exit. Big river, big river.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Come on, baby.
That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw.
Here we go.
And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Campbell making the catch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Yeah, that's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Mahomes now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run on first down. Bacon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Right there.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Three buzz.
On second down, Bacon. And taking it across midfield and in. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Roll. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go jet sweep here with Chark. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one complete. He finds Chark. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Lutz with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen so far in this contest. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mahomes will try again on second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Mahomes now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 17.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. but just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me. We'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And now the throw taken in by Chark. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Cowboys 24.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 5. He finds McCoy, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He'll look to throw. This for his running back, McCoy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Coming, baby.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a
battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Bacon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check safety. Check safety.
On 2nd down now. Bacon. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On first down, it's Green. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, we got three down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's what I'm talking about.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Here I come again.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Double tight, double tight. Three down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
6-man. Check curls.
On play action, they'll throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's McCoy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Bring it up.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They'll run on first down. Bacon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Big hits all day. Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw here. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down and 4, Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Three down. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes, his throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got it before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Mahomes again, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Yeah, score. Touchdown, baby, yeah.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Stop your whining.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mahomes going to throw. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's see what you got.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Ready? Watch 35. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Run the mic. Watch one.
Second and 10. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's where you belong.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Detroit. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
4 down, check, 4 down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw to Disley, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, a 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Everyone's got 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We play to win. Let's go.
10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's... And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
25 yards that time. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Mahomes. Short throw to Disley. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. On first down, Melvin. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Let's get off the field.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
They can't hang with us.
And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.